The leaf spring on the trailer just snapped. Looks like we lost a spring.
That's not good. Let's rewind a little bit here and go back to where we left off. Thank you. Back on the land. So remember when I said earlier about traveling with a toddler and a family? Yeah, we're nuts. And we just got to Jack Territorial Park and there is this like, oh, it's like a serious inch of mud on everything. It is midnight. I don't think it's every day you get to see the midnight sun. Well, we finally did it. We finally made it to the Arctic Ocean. So cool though. So excited to finally be here. Wow, it's something else to finally be here. We're gonna go dip our toes in the ocean.
We did it!
All right, well, we had to stop by Grandma's kitchen and try some mock tuck. You want to try now?
Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything. Very chewy, very fishy.
Yeah, fishy. Almost like gelatinous. I'll get it again.
It's definitely something that you should try. I suggest heading to Grandma's kitchen if you're in Tuktoyaktuk.
But we apparently seem to be in the middle of a wedding procession celebration. We get to see how Tuktoyaktuk celebrates a marriage. Oh, hey there, good morning. It's time for some breakfast. We are just south of Tuck right now, and our leaf spring snapped. So I'm figuring out what we can do. So it looks like our wheel well survived, mostly.
He saw some smoke when we were driving, and he was like, I can't tell if it's just a lot of dust or if our tire blew. Nope, but something else broke. We're stranded. We're gonna kind of make a makeshift leaf spring situation with some of the unistrut. So that's the plan, is to kind of take the leaf spring, the broken leaf spring off and use that. Yeah, it'll get us back to Inuvik and then we will figure it out from there.
Looks like we lost a spring. So that's what happened. This one broke off and then it all went to this main one. Oh boy. This should be interesting.
Our leaf spring broke.
A leaf spring broke.
It was at this point that we were able to get the unistrut on there, strap it down, bolt it on, and get back on the road.
That was an adventure. 2 people stopped by. Other people that actually were at the same campground with us 2 nights ago. They stopped until we fixed the issue. Going very slow and steady back to Inuvik.
We've been able to maybe go 15, 20 miles an hour, about 20, 35 kilometers an hour. The road is so rough when you're trying to avoid all the bumps. We've been going strong for a couple hours now. This started about 7 hours ago. John and Karen from Montreal. So if you end up watching this, thank you so much. So we got to Jack. It's hard to say what our week ahead looks like. Size of our leaf springs for the camper, thankfully, is
pretty common. That leaves us with, I guess we're seeing it as two options right now. Is either we find a place in town that can help us order it and get it in, or we make the drive ourselves, back down and then back up. For now, just going to settle down and, you know, enjoy one of our most favorite campgrounds that we've been at so far. Let's go take a look at it. So yeah, that's what we ended up doing. So it's got the unistrut up here, just attached over there to the shackle. You can see right now this is not tight enough, so we just barely made it here. And of course that means that all the tension was going this way, so it was pulling up on this bolt. So to help alleviate that stress, we used ratchet straps here, always come in handy. So quick update, we were able to find the part outside of Inuvik called the two shops that still existed in Whitehorse. One of them provided us a contact, so the Spring Shop and Tamarack Welding. Thankfully, Alicia from that shop was able to find us some. They had some in stock. Now the next challenge was, we're not in Whitehorse, we're in Inuvik. So we got that set up with Air North there, through their cargo division. Basically the air freight to get it up here is going to be less than the actual parts. The next challenge was, how do we get the leaf spring from the shop to Air North's cargo division there in that port, so it can be shipped up here. Well, they have a courier service. He went out and picked those springs up to get those dropped off so they can be prepared for shipment, hopefully on tomorrow's flight. All right, well, today the parts arrive, but right now it's laundry day.
It's laundry day.
All right, looks like the truck's here. I'm gonna go ask him, see what's going on. All right, here they are.
How do you feel right now?
Oh, relieved. So relieved. And there's the plane that just dropped everything off. They wasted no time coming in, dumping off all the freight, and passengers and taking back off.
JD's really clever work.
This little bugger is what saved us. Yeah, the old pack. I mean, it didn't even want to spring back. So now we're fixing the trailer brake wiring, black tank sensor. This one got ripped apart too. That's done on this side. That's what it should look like. Here's how bad the other side is.
Look at that butte. It is, it's flat.
Just the hammer or anything, they just came off. I'm glad they came off, but also mortified that they came off that easy. Which means that this center probably wasn't as tight as it should have been. So you see, this one is completely flattened.
It's straight, yeah.
We're doing our best to be quiet. So let's get this guy.
Then we'll be on our way tomorrow.
All right, trying to be very quiet right now. It is very late. It is 12:30 in the morning. We're getting this put back together. We're exhausted. We are getting into Eagle Plains tomorrow, which is about 6 hours away. Anyways, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You got me going to the east, going to the west, going up and down, 'cause baby you know best.
All right, we just got to the Lewis Cardinal Ferry. Just gonna do a quick check on everything.
All day, all night, running around, I'm never
Being a balloon, and I let go, and I'm just flying around.
I'm never coming back, 'cause baby you're the